Okay, this is the American Classic Organ by Paul Stratman. This is the 3-manual tab version. 55 stops, 55 speaking stops. And it's pretty different among many of his American Classic Organ versions. This is because all the others are like Skinner themed. This one's like, I don't know. It's a Schlicker, the Neo-Baroque organ after Schlicker. American Classic Organ, 3 manuals and 55 stops. Or 55 ranks, I have no clue if it's ranks or stops or anything. Anyway, we're starting with the pedal. Let me just customize my MIDI first. First on the pedal we have a resultant, 32 foot. I'm just creating a 64 foot out of this resultant 32 foot. Alright, next we have principle 16. Foot, sub bass 16. Foot sub bass. I got gedeckt Palmer from the Great, 16 foot. Foot. Octave 8 foot. I think this might be an extension of a principle. Gedeckt Palmer 8, an extension of the 16 foot. This is from the Great. A 4 foot choral bass. We have the 4 foot gedeckt Palmer from the Great, which is the extension. 2 foot block flute. Mixture. Foundation stops, we get this. No, there's only the principal and block flute at the treble C. 32 foot contraffagoto. Out of a 32 foot, just combine the 5th interval of C, which is G. This, for example, the 5th interval of C is G. 16 foot Pozone. a gorgo from the swell, 16 foot. I think that might be separate, even though the sounds are synthesized samples. Credit to Paul Stratman for the organ. This is all. This is not by me. This is all by Paul Stratman. So credit to him for all the amazing work he does. Yeah. 8 foot from the great trumpeter Riel. Regular trumpet, 8 foot. A swell clarion. And we got the couplers. Great to pedal, swell to, or choir to pedal, swell to pedal, antiphonal put to pedal. And now the antiphonal is a Gedeck 16. It only goes down to G for some reason. And the Gedeck 8 foot. Trying to make a resultant or a 16 foot out of like fifth intervals. Now the great is where I'll start in terms of manual. Okay, on the great we have a 16 foot Gedecked Palmer. A 8 foot principal, 4 foot octave, 2 foot octave. If you want even brighter, there's a mixture. 4 ranks to 7 ranks. We put the Palmer with all the principals, it's going to sound like this. We have a much deeper sound. Here's octave 4 by itself. It's all by itself. For softer flutes, we have a Spitz flute, 8. Whole flute, 4. Together. Doesn't work well with a mixture since the flutes are soft. I'm just messing around. For great reeds, we have the Trompeter Real Chorus 16 foot, 8 foot, 4 foot. We don't have a great super. All the special stops of the great, we have chimes, I like it, it's pretty neat. Zimbalstern, which is actually different from all the other Zimbalsterns on this American classic organ. This is how it sounds. It's more of like like the Jingle Bells style cymbal string. Alright, now the antiphonal, great. We have a rohr gedeckt, principal 4, gems horn 2, and a 3-rank mixture. If we combine the mixture with all the principals in the great, it's going to sound like this. Nice, very nice. This stops by itself. Trumpet or else. If you like the stops by itself, I'll demonstrate them to you anyways. As for the swell, we have, let me just couple it to the great. We're just going to do octaves. We're just going to do the unison octave. Anyways, for the swell, we have a rohr flute, 8 foot, a copper flute, 4, nocturne, 2 foot, this is middle, this is on middle C, this middle C, and the chord. And as for like strings and hybrids, we have Solitional with Voix Celeste, and then for this is a hybrid stop, a dolce, also known as a dolciana, I think. And the Dolce Celeste. Or it might be a flute dolce. I have no idea. Now, we have a principal 4. Nasat, 2 2/3. As you can see, it's pitched at G major, because here's a cool combination that you might like to use with the principal 8. I don't think it might sound good with the principal 8. Let's try a Spitz flute. It sounds good. A tierce, 1 3/5. Sounds good with a principal. A mixture, 5 rings. And as for reeds, we have a Fagoto 16. Shawnee, which is a solo. Tremulant. A clarion, 4 foot. It's like, I think it's based on a trombone. And there's the tremulant I showed to you. Now we're going to the positive. On that we have a gedeckt 8 foot. Roar flute 4. Principal 2. A Klein Nassat at 1 1/3 pitch, also known as the Laragot. Or anything. It's a higher Nassat. Pair that well with a gedeckt 8 foot. I don't think so. Let's try principal. It sounds good, yeah. Here's the main console. Here's the second gen effects. We'll get to that in a minute. We have a Sith flute 1, which you can pair well with the principal. Maybe a Sith flute, but we hear more Sith flute than the 8 foot. Yeah, that sounds better with the principal. Very cool. Sharf 3 to 4 ranks. If you combine it with all principals, sounds like this. In terms of positive reeds, we got a crumhorn, which is a reed solo. our recourses, we got the trompeto chorus. I don't think. I don't think it works on the choir, but I think we did demonstrate the trompeto real. So yeah, here we got the memory, antiphonal position, the MIDI recorder, volume for trompeto real. Or yeah, that's. Great is expressive as well. Or no, I think that might be the antiphonal that's expressive. Or am I wrong? Yeah, that's the antiphonal that's expressive. Crescendo? Zimbelstern volume. Chimes volume. So yeah, that's all the stops on the Neo-Baroque version after Schlicker, the American classic organ by Paul Stratman on jOrgan. Thank you for watching.